Welcome back, guys. It is Zach, Sim, Kurt, Brat, and your favorite Saudi, and we're going to be doing a little Nerdcast for you guys, where we talk about what we like, what we don't like. We talk about the things that we're looking forward to, the things that we hated, and everything in between. Was that good enough, or should I retry?
What should we talk about? Chernobyl was one of the things.
Ooh, did you watch
Chernobyl?
Chernobyl?
I want to.
Simmer, did you watch Chernobyl?
Not yet.
Okay.
5 episodes.
So we'll skip that one for next time?
Why? Oh, actually, yeah, don't spoil it.
Because, yeah, it's a lot
Even though I know that, everybody does.
Okay. We'll give a quick little, you should watch it.
Alright.
It's really depressing.
It's on the hit list. Not the shit list, it's on the hit list. It's super depressing.
I thought it was a lit
It's the hit lit list.
Hit list.
It's the lit list. No, but yes, it is super depressing, and it's based on like real events, and so you actually at the very end of it.
And actually, not that long ago. I thought it was like
27 years.
I thought it was 33.
I think in 1976. I think it's 1976. My bad.
Whatever. And, yeah, but what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh yeah, no.
You're correct. It's 33. I don't know why the math in my head didn't work.
Yeah.
It's 1976. Okay, continue. Sorry.
But yeah, it's super depressing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's
Totally
really,
bleak.
It's really good TV though.
Yeah.
It's a really well made show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's weird because I'm at this place where I don't necessarily want to put myself in a certain mood set to watch something. Yep. For example, like I can't watch Attack on Titan anymore just because I don't want to feel all that drama all the time.
If you guys don't know what Attack on Titan is it's an anime TV show where all of the human race is dying and getting eaten by titans, giant monsters.
Giant naked people.
Yeah, giant naked people are chasing them down.
But the show is just so dramatic at every second. Like there's very little break. They make like a joke here and there, but just
they don't even make jokes in
yeah.
They just straight up gave up on jokes.
Yeah.
It's just like.
It's like everyone's dying.
Yeah.
Their mom is
always,
dead.
Yeah,
Their father's dead. And he's gonna and he died and he
They
came
just
back.
like no hope all the time.
Yeah.
And I guess this is a segue into Attack on Titan really quickly, but there's something about watching that TV show where I literally watch it and I don't even really care about anything anymore.
Yeah, because they've numbed you now.
Yeah, like I don't even know how there's still even any more soldiers. Like in the first season, they wiped out 10...
Are you caught up?
I'm at the very end of season 3. Not to the manga. I haven't watched the...
No, but I mean like in the show. Like the...
No, I'm at episode 8 of part 2 of season 3.
Okay.
So like they're just about to get to the door. Berthold?
Berthold?
Yeah.
He just...
Turned into Colossus?
And then, like, ripped apart the city.
Yeah.
And then,
fuck, I don't want to ruin anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not going to say anything.
But my thing is, like, they've already mentioned in the show a bunch of times, they say, like, hey, like, we have no soldiers. These are all newbies. Yeah. What's going on or whatever. But they somehow just keep pulling people out. And I'm like, half the human race is already dead.
I mean, well,
it's like season 8 of Game of Thrones. Like, she loses all her armies.
Dothraki, yeah. That's exactly
it. Like double.
That's worse because they straight up, like, sometimes she has a lot and sometimes she has a little.
Yeah.
But this is, like, they justify it by saying that every time they, like, at least this little section in their history, they've had more accomplishments and they've figured out more shit than any other part. So a lot of people join their regiment whenever they lose people. But they see hope. They're like, okay, we can whatever.
And I guess
Game of Thrones, they're like one episode, she has fucking whole army. You're like, holy shit. And the next episode, she has like 10 soldiers on a beach. You're like, where the fuck? Where's the rest of the people? Like, what's going on?
No,
and
but
the one episode, the Dothraki die.
Yeah, all of them, and then they come back.
And then they come back.
So no, but the thing about this is like, in every episode that I've watched in season 3, there's hundreds of like soldiers that are either getting eaten, shot, whatever. Mm-hmm. And when the Colossal turns and blows up the city, there's another 100 that die, that perish. But like in Wall Moria, in Wall like Cena, whatever, like they don't even talk about what's inside Wall Cena, but inside Wall Walls and Wall Moria, it's already been said that like all the people are like dead. And like in the scout regiment, there's not any. They have like newbies, but somehow everyone like they're pulling humans from nowhere. Unless I don't know something and there's like secret people coming in and they're all joining like secret.
No.
That's what I mean. Like it like I get it. You could
I
say
think they're all there. Like I think we underestimate.
All he's saying is
population.
that's breaking his believability.
Yeah, like
But I mean, the show is about big titan monsters eating.
No, and that's what I'm saying. You can suspend your disbelief.
But they'll still follow rules within the universe. Whereas you're saying like, oh, they just have people appearing out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's like you can't keep being hopeless if you have 1,000,000 soldiers. If 100 die, you're like, oh well, 100 died. But like, they're like, all my friends are dead. I don't know what's going on. And then the next episode, there's 100 new friends.
Well, I mean, your problem gets solved very soon. Like what you're saying.
When spoilers, the spoiler warning, guys.
Say it.
When Armin becomes a Titan?
No, but yeah, and by the end of like these last few episodes you're gonna see, there's only like 8 people left on the stage.
Yeah.
And it's the people that you see.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
And then like there's a little bit of a time skip, so there's more people have joined after they see what's really going on, what the world really is.
Yeah.
There's, like I said, they have more hope, but they know they have a goal they're going towards. So people it's like military recruiting. They get excited and they're like, I want to go join the military for this cause.
And I 100% get that. It's just that, like, unless...
I get what you're saying. They're like pulling people out of their ass, but like, I think we just underestimated how many people were in that area.
I mean, it's just one of those things about... But yeah, but it comes back to this whole... all the time, bleak, Armin crying. Armin's one of the main characters. And he turned from a super wuss in season 1, crying all the time, to a wuss that's, like, smart. And he's a tactician.
Pseudo-competent.
Yeah, pseudo-competent tacticianer / wuss. That's still like...
Well, he's the one person that's been right about everything.
Yeah, 100%. He's useful.
He's on the dot.
He just cries about everything all the time. They're like, hey, Armin, we want you to be commander and command this unit of scouts. He's like, but I've never commanded anything before. How could you entrust them to me? And I'm like, oh my god, if I gotta listen to this guy squeak for 3 more episodes, I'm gonna kill myself. But, yes, back to Chernobyl.
No, I think that's as much as you could say, I guess, without... I haven't even finished it. I'm only 4 episodes in.
You're close.
Yeah. So we got 1 more episode. But for everyone that hasn't watched Chernobyl...
How many episodes are there?
5.
There's 5?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought there was like 8.
And you're at the end, because the 5th episode is all... there's nothing else. It's just like the court, like the proceedings, whatever. But... yeah, like Chernobyl, like at the very, very end of the show, this isn't a spoiler, don't worry, like that HBO team goes into, like in real life cameras, and they go back into Chernobyl, and they go into like the exclusion zone, which is what the area is called, and they go with Geiger counters and stuff like that to read the radiation levels still on
dosimeters.
Is it dosimeters? I thought it was a Geiger counter.
Whatever, the radiation.
The radiation checking machine thing, and then they go up to like the shoes that the firemen wore in like episode 1, and 33 years later, it still has a level of like 526. An X-ray has a level of like 3. Yeah. So the radiation that the shoes are still giving off 33 years later is still like 250 times more radiation than an X-ray, and they were wearing that shit when it happened. And the exclusion zone, this area in Chernobyl and Pripyat, Ukraine, is not livable. It's uninhabitable for 24,000 more years. Because that's like when the half-life will all be done. Yeah. But it's really cool because they also show you the wildlife has taken over. Yeah. Like trees and plants, like they don't give a shit. Because their cell, what's it called?
Division?
Yeah, their cellular division and the way their genetic makeup is, like our cells explode. Yeah. And that's why we die. And like so, like when we get hit by radiation, you can't even put morphine in to numb the pain because the blood vessels explode. So like morphine can't even get to your brain, so you have to die in agony. Whereas a cell, like a plant, it can just adapt. Like, oh, there's a fire, like, oh, change. I'll just change
into a fire plant.
Into a fire plant, like or a plant that's more fire redundant. Or like you're in the middle of a desert, cactus. Like I'll just live forever with no water. Yeah, plants just adapt like that. So, yeah, and then you see like they show you like, the USSR still, or Russia still has the death toll. The final death toll hasn't been changed. Jeez. Which is one of the most fucked up things. At 31, only 31 people died, and you're like, what? Yeah. Millions of people like have like thyroid cancer and this and that now, and it's like 31. That's the number. Yeah. That's what breaks my heart. All this happened, and they go, you know what? Like the only reason they even admitted anything about like all this in the news and stuff was because the radiation was getting to Sweden and other countries, and they're like, yo, what the fuck is going on, guys? Yeah. We have radiation in our air. Yeah. And then they're like,
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that. Yo, there's a nuclear disaster. My bad, but it ain't that bad. Like they start off by just saying it was a fire on the roof, and they're putting it out, and then it's just spewing for days and days and days, and then finally, like it reached Germany, West Germany. It reached Sweden and all that stuff. Like it went everywhere, and then they were like, okay.
That's almost like a little bit of a spoiler because the show is like educational almost because you're learning about all. And I don't know how accurate all those things are.
But
there's certain things where just like the escalation of things, you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna be really
It makes me think
bad.
of like Fukushima because it's like, how far did that go? It's still going, isn't it? Like,
I think they plugged it up. I think they built a barrier around it or whatever because it was leaking into the water. Yeah. But no,
like the water can't be okay.
You learn so much, but then it actually made me go online and do even more research.
It's funny because as soon as you search anything, you go the first couple letters, it has the search already because you know everybody that's watched it will search the
watched it, right? And so like all these government pages have like the same facts. Obviously, the stuff like the skin peeling and all that, like everything that needs to be extra is extra. HBO is making a show at the end of the day. Yeah. They need to make it entertaining, but like stuff like where the radioactive stuff went, like Sweden's government website has the number, whatever X amount of uranium 1355 whatever it was that was in the air. Like they have recorded events and stuff like that, and so like it made me actually feel for it, and the whole show, which I fucking love, is dedicated to all the firefighters. Yeah. People, all the firefighters that died, nurses, everyone that got fucking radiation poisoning and died, everyone that like because the government obviously was like, oh, nothing happened, it was not that bad, but everyone that were like that wanted to save, because it would have been way worse. Like, when you read into it and stuff. Yeah. Had it like not gone down and had these tens of thousands of people not like tried doing it like I'm not gonna ruin all of it, but like had they not done what they did.
Close though.
What?
You're walking that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Close. But had they not done what they did, it would have been a million times worse. And so and it's so fucked up to say only 50,000 people died.
Yeah, but it could have been millions. Is that what they said?
Tens of millions, yeah.
Do you want to know?
Yeah, spoiler.
Yeah, you might as well watch the things. It's more dramatic when you watch it in the show.
Spoiler when it's something in
history. Okay,
yeah, but the thing is, like,
because I also learned this in high school, like Chernobyl.
Yeah, but like, would you have cared or looked at it without? You know what I mean? So like, if the show's out, you might all I'm saying is you might as well find out by watching it within the context of the show. Yeah. It's actually cooler that way. It's like this is how they found out and how they're dealing with it.
That's true. That's why I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah.
But
tens of millions?
Something like that. I don't know.
Just watch the show. Watch 5 episodes.
It's 5 episodes, 5 hours long. Yeah. Not 5 episodes, 5 hours long. 5 episodes, 1 hour long is 5 hours total.
1 hour long.
I honestly will say I think it's just as good as Band of Brothers. Different, but just as good as in that toll that it had. At the very end of every episode of Band of Brothers, like the real guys that they were portraying. Okay. Me neither. It's an HBO miniseries called Band of Brothers. It's one of the highest rated things on television ever made. Won a bunch of Emmys. But at the end of every episode, it shows you like these guys that are talking, like these old guys. They're old vets or whatever. And then at the very end of the series, you find out that those are the guys that these guys are playing. All the actors that like they show you the actual whatever, like the real life soldiers. And then you're like, whoa. Because you just think it's because every episode is just some different old guy. You're like, oh, it's like you're like, oh, thank you for your service, but like it's just they just got a random vet. Yeah, they don't connect the dots until the very end. They're like, oh, this is that character. This is that, because they're all old and bald. They don't have like a full red mullet. Like you're not gonna know who's who. But I loved it, and shout out to every single fucking person that died, got sick, whatever, that pulled through big because they fucking saved all of like Eastern Europe from calamity and catastrophe. And and it's one of those things, Full Metal Alchemist, spoiler alert if you guys haven't watched that, it's that thing, where you watch a TV show and all the TV shows have to have that happy ending, happy-go-lucky, like there is no...
that's
what I mean, like it like when I finished watching it, I was left in like disbelief after seeing everything, and I'm like, there's no good, there's nothing good that comes from it. You're just kind of just like, and you kind of just turn off the computer screen or turn off the TV or whatever, and you kind of just like go to bed. You just kind of like feel like a piece of shit. It just really.
It really, I don't know. It makes when I was watching it makes me think a lot about humans fucking with shit all the time.
That we're not supposed to do that.
And just like like they say how. I think I was telling you, Kurzgesagt is this YouTube channel that explains all these ideas and stuff, right? And they're talking about the great, not barrier, the great filter. And they're like, they're talking about why there's no signs of life out in the universe, right? And even though there's the potential for it, why are we not seeing any signs of life? So the theory or the way the thing goes is either we're before the great filter, which is bad too, because there's going to be at some point where, let's say on some other planet, life flourished to the point where something happened and then everybody died, the planet got fucked. So basically kind of like, what people theorize about Mars, if you believe Mars once had life, it's like, yeah, they got to a point like us, there's civilization, and then something happened, nuclear disaster, meteor hit, something,
right? World-ending event,
and then Mars. Now it's Mars, right? Or we're hopefully past the great filter, and we're beyond that, and that means we're like this has never happened ever in the history of the universe ever. So we don't know if there's even if there's anything beyond that we have to run into. We're past the point of worrying about what would happen to a planet that flourishes life like ours does.
Yeah.
I just thought that was like an interesting thing. But just when I think about shit like that, it's like some of the evidence of the stuff that we've done as humans in our history is kind of like, I don't know, we're getting real close. Like all the times nuclear disasters have almost happened and destroyed the whole planet. It's like, it's been real close. Like it's been really fucking close.
It shows you the worst of human beings. Especially in episode 1 where it's not really a spoiler, but they start the higher ups start finding out about things, and they're like,
okay, stop, man. You gotta stop. You're good. Once you guys watch it, you're like, oh yeah, this is what Brad was talking about. The whole thing's like, oh yeah, this is what Brad was talking about.
This isn't Westworld.
Should we switch to something else?
Yes,
Eastworld.
So I watched I Am Mother on Netflix, so I was gonna talk to you guys about that one. You can hear that. So it's a Netflix original movie. Has who's in it? The chick, the teacher that goes into the hood and teaches or whatever, that movie. Hilary Swank.
Emily Doll Baby.
Yeah, so she's in it, and then I think the main. Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Hilary Swank, whatever. Okay. So she's in it, but the main girl, the main character, is someone I don't know if she's been in other stuff that I've seen, but basically it's set in. It's like after all humans have died, assumedly, and then this girl is being raised in a facility by this robot.
Oh.
And she's supposedly the first and only human, after this whatever crisis, and this robot is raising her.
Oh. I saw a trailer for this. Yeah.
And it actually got really good reviews, so that's why I watched it.
Okay.
And I don't know, it's actually really good. I think you guys should watch it. It has a lot of those you can go back, and they're there's so many hints. It's kind of like the Evangelion thing. There's always little.
It has me written all of it.
Huh? You would watch it.
It's
you would watch
sci-fi
it.
and psychological.
You'd like it a lot, because it has a lot of those. You can read into a lot of it, what they mean by this. And
I noticed that with not to get into Ava, but I noticed I'm rewatching it since we watched it, and I was like, wow, I pick up on so much more shit.
Watching it the first time, you're never gonna pick on everything.
No, it's weird because I'm like, oh, okay, he says this line, but that doesn't make sense here. They're actually lying.
Yeah.
And then here it's like, oh, okay, that's a reference to that, and you're like, oh, fuck. That's weird.
You know what? When I picked up on a lot in Ava is when there's a 40-second elevator scene, and I'm like, yeah, the budget for this show is atrocious. This is the worst.
You know what? It's not as bad as I remembered. Mm-hmm. I think the worst one is waiting at that train station, and it's just and even that I was like, I can accept this, I guess, because you just hear train station sounds, it's announcing the stop and stuff.
I only forgive it because I think me and Kurt were reading about it. Kurt told me about it. The budget was nothing, and he ran out of money, and then he had to do it by himself. Yeah. And his team were eating scraps out of the garbage to do it. That's an exaggeration, obviously.
Why did I say that? But I did say I did read about how it was, especially near the end, they were running out of that's why the end is the end of it. So now we're switching to Evangelion. So Evangelion's on Netflix now. You guys should all watch Evangelion.
I don't watch the Netflix version. Apparently the dubbing and the
don't
watch the dub.
Watch it in sub.
But even the sub is bad.
A little bit. Yeah.
Here's the worst part about it. They took out "Fly Me to the Moon" at the end.
Yeah.
And that song's used in the show itself.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off. They put that stupid dark piano song at the end.
The best thing about
fuck this.
I didn't even finish
Eva is like some episodes it's Fly Me to the Moon, and sometimes it's a girl singing it. Sometimes it's
every person is different. Every time it's a different one.
And I love, oh my god, because it's always bleak. It was so fucking bleak.
It's very bleak.
So then when you just see like the coffee table with the the flowers, and then you hear the music and you're like, maybe it isn't all so bad. Maybe we'll get better next episode. And it doesn't. It just they lie to you over and over.
Also, really watching the first time, I was like, okay, they're exploring a lot of sexuality, but rewatching, this is very sexual, so much repression.
Well, it's a lot of Freud. He's very Freudian.
Oh, it's so Freudian. You're watching it, basically, there's close-ups of basically a 14-year-old boobs and stuff. And you're like, it's a little weird, but but I get it. You're exploring you're exploring puberty and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sword Art Online, all right. The girl wants to bang her brother, so you know what? Anything, and they show her 13-year-old.
You ever seen that show, Bang of Brothers?
Is that the anime version? For some great writing.
At the end of every episode, there's a little thing of a little anime girl talking to you, and they let you know that she was the young anime girl that you watched the brother bang.
Yeah. No, but honest to God though, Sword Art Online, I don't know how that got past whoever. Obviously it's fan service or whatever, but fan service is usually some boobs jiggling or whatever it may be.
But Sword Art Online is every little fucking boy's dream. That's they want to be that main character that gets all fucking girls and goes into that game, is the best in the game and all that shit. And that's why it's made. And you're, when I was watching, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. This guy's not going through anything. He's just beating everything that ever comes.
I watched the first season of that crap, and I was like, this is all right at best.
Yeah.
And I watched season 2, and I was like, they're fairies and shit.
Yeah,
and I'm like, we're doing this again? No, we're not. I'm not doing this again. So don't watch Sword Art Online.
Whoa, hold on.
No.
Sword Art Online, season 1
It's not good.
Season 1 is great.
It's okay.
Season 2 with the fairies is horrible. But season 3 with the lightsabers is not bad. It's not the best, but not bad.
He doesn't go through any
season 1 is sick. I'll tell you why it's sick.
Hunter x Hunter is
Hold on. Season 1 is sick because
you
go into
fucking good.
you know what we were talking about. You just said it's a kid's dream or whatever. Yeah. It's that, and so everyone's in there. But if you die, you die.
But he's never going to.
You know who did that?
There's never a point where you're he's gonna lose.
Okay. If you're applying that to any anime,
but there's no
Saitama, One Punch Man, he's never gonna die.
That's the whole premise of that is.
Okay, Dragon Ball.
Hold on, what if he punched himself?
Damn.
You never thought of that.
That's
how it ends. It's he's like, I just got one punch left.
That's why it's called One Punch Man.
Yeah.
No, but if you look at One Piece, Luffy's gonna make it through everything.
You know what? Don Hacksign
did you watch all of One Piece? I've watched all of One Piece.
And did Luffy die?
No, he hasn't. But there's a universe involved. And there's so much other shit going on.
I think what Sim is saying is not that he could die. It's just there's very little hardship that's worth.
He has no character development. He has no progression. He's the same fucking dude, and he just keeps winning. It's why am I watching this?
Yeah.
Right.
But there's a thing with anime.
He lost his brother.
Huh?
Kirito.
He has a brother?
Well, he's dead.
Luffy?
Oh,
what are we talking about?
We're talking about Sword Art Online.
Oh, fuck that guy. I hope he dies. Who made that show?
No, but the thing with anime too is it's like a fantasy thing. It's like a feel good thing. You know what I mean? Some people like to watch things just to feel. It's like when people watch. I mean, I don't know. Maybe these shows aren't that, but those they kind of drama, soap opera, girly ones, kind of whatever, like a...
we were on a host club or whatever the fuck.
Like
Gilmore
Fruits
Girls
Baskets.
is what I'm thinking, like something like that, like a Gilmore Girls or something.
Oh,
Seventh Heaven.
Or like or something like that.
One Tree Hill.
But there's drama in that.
Yeah, those ones have drama.
Like 210.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking about the ones that are like I don't know, just because Henna watches some stupid
Like
stuff.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Like
Sometimes-
Days of Our Lives.
So like
Like Grey's Anatomy.
Oh my god. Like The Office.
Like Friends. Alright, sorry. The bit was going on, I had to join in. I apologize. It's the feel. Sorry.
I didn't do it.
I don't know. There's these shows that I've seen. Like my girlfriend watches them just like because she's eating and she doesn't want to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just. It's like there's one. I don't know what the show was or the movie was, but it's like there's some fashion show and then the mom didn't want her daughter to participate or something, and I don't know. And then but then she's like, but she let her be the host or something. I don't know. It's whatever it was. The show, like the stakes are so low, but it's a feel good. Like at the end, it's like, oh, but she got to go on stage and she got to be part of the show, and that's what she wanted. And then it was her dream, and it just you feel good. And then there's there's something to that.
That's why I watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I call it like comfort food TV.
Yeah, but that's different. But I get
it, but it's like there's no like you never feel sad watch that show. Like you're like, oh, they got married finally or something. You're like, oh, they're jokes, you know. And it's like I just put it on and I can just watch it.
So anyway, that was the point, right? Is like I think Sword Art Online is sort of like that. It's like you can just watch it. It's like, yay, he's cool and he's winning, and it's some people as opposed to like on the far.
I don't like that.
As opposed to the far other end of the spectrum, you have Attack on Titan, which is like fucking everything's going to shit, and you're just like, I feel like shit. Everybody's dying. He died. Oh, he almost won, and then he fucking got his face smashed in. Now he's dead. He's getting eaten. His friends are dead too. Yeah. I don't know why I'm watching this.
Exactly. It's funny because Dot Hacksign explored what Sword Art Online did like 10 years before it did it.
But it was
dark.
It was darker.
It was way darker.
Yeah. But I know like the
Sword Online's also a TV show.
The three of us, besides Brad, that kind of skew towards those kind of darker explorations of the more complex and whatever things. But whereas like I think there is a space for a lot of people like Brad. It's kind of like Mass Effect, like the end of Mass Effect. A lot of people wanted that type of ending where it's like it's a payoff, like you went through all these games and everybody before is like, oh, we'll have a beer when we beat the bad guy, everything's gonna be great. And then it's not that, and people are like, what the fuck, man? Like I played all these games and I just wanted to have a beer and fuck that chick, that alien, and then whatever it was, right?
The blue one.
Yeah, but whereas like it's kind of like another example is the difference between I like the first Full Metal Alchemist and Brad likes the Brotherhood one. Mm-hmm. But the first one ends on that same kind of note where it's kind of like, what the fuck? But I like that kind of mind fucking makes you think.
Before you say Edward was going to make it through the whole thing for Brotherhood, which is what you're going to say.
No, I'm not. I was going to say I actually like the ending more of
the original
Brotherhood. Oh. Right? But I like the original show better.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. The original show is like way more because when like the dog and the kid merge and stuff like they spend so much more time elaborating on smaller things like little nuances and it makes the show that way you get more invested. Yeah. Whereas the Brotherhood's just running through chapters, you're just like holy shit. Yeah. But like the ending after all that depression, that ending just gutted me. And I still like the end. Don't get me wrong, I like it. But Brotherhood, it's like yes, it's shit, but it's better than shit in the sewers. Like it's still shitty because he still lost his powers.
Well, you're talking more about like the end specifically. Different, that and versus the show as a whole.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like I know that you guys are very much into your thought-provoking. Like you guys and you guys still enjoy your.
It's more just like you need to see characters go through stuff, and you need to see them be better or worse because they like. You need to see some sort of progression. Whereas like Sword Art Online, it's the same dude.
And I'm 1,000,000% with you, and that's why every time you guys recommend a show to me, I'll watch it and I love it. Like Steins Gate and all these shows, I love them. But at the same time, I need some High School to Dead. I need some putting a 50 cal on a girl's boobs and then using it as a redundancy, I don't even know what the hell was going on in that show. I'll be honest with you.
Absorbing the recoil.
There you go. It's a recoil absorber, dude.
Shock absorber.
Yeah. He the girl's like, oh my god, the zombie's coming or whatever. And then she's like, kicks her, like sweeps her under her feet, and she like falls on her back. She's like, "What are you doing?" And he puts a 50 cal on her rack.
Wait, where is this?
High School of the Dead. It's an anime, and literally he fires it.
That's
and her
funny.
moves. That's what I'm saying. The show is just
No, actually, High School of the Dead. Actually, a lot of people give it good reviews because it's not. You know when they try to sneak it in like it's not there, like oh he fell.
Yeah,
you're supposed to be like oh he fell, like I'm supposed to go along with this.
No, this show is like to the.
But this show is like no.
It's
this is what we are.
This
is what we do.
Like every there's a full on scene, like they're like oh we finally found a clean house. All right, guys, time to have like a naked like shower scene, and they full on have like all the girls, and then like the guys just like what do I do? And they're all just like covered in soap, and they're like. Come join us, and I'm like, yo, what am I watching?
That's why
this is the funny. It's so like
it's over the top.
It's over the top. You need that.
That's why I like Gurren Lagann too, because it's making fun of things that are over the top,
like super extra, blah blah blah.
And you're
but
just it's doing it through satire.
It's like meta in a way.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm okay with that.
This show is the most over the top, but it's making fun of all those like mech animes that go so over the top.
Yeah. So, but that's the thing. So, like, I love my Steins Gates. I love my, Full Metal Alchemist, all the journeys and adventures, but it's always fun to, I don't know, like Devil is a Part-Timer or High School of the Dead or just something that you just watch and you're just like...
But even like all that meta stuff, it only works if you have like a really solid base underneath it.
Yeah.
Like Gurren Lagann is over the top, but it's like the story's pretty great. The characters are pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And then they put the meta stuff on top of that and you're like...
It's the aesthetic.
Yeah.
Like the story and all the
I really like a story that like even after watching it I'm like, oh, I didn't even notice that, or like, what about this theory, like Ex Machina or something. Like after that movie I was like, oh, we gotta talk.
So that means you have to watch I Am Mother then.
What?
You'll really like I Am
I
Mother.
definitely
You'll really like I Am Mother.
All right, guys, I got a quick question for all three of you guys. Speed round.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the question. You got 30 seconds to answer. Now
Who goes first?
Sim.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, 30 seconds. What is the same question for you guys? So I guess you guys, Zach gets a minute, 30 seconds. Sim, you get 30 seconds. Top 3 all-time favorite animes. You have 30 seconds.
Top all time?
All time. Top 3. You only get to pick 3.
Lion King.
That's my
Avatar. This is tough.
And
Put
Pokemon.
them in order. I don't want like it has to be like order.
just top 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Steins Gate.
I knew that was coming. I knew those two already. I already could tell.
Steins Gate is really good.
Third one's hard.
Yeah, Steins Gate is very good.
Like
One Piece.
I like
gotta get a One Piece in there.
It might be one. Like it's just because One Piece and Attack on Titan both haven't finished yet.
Oh really? Attack on Titan?
Yeah, but because I know what's happening. It's because I know what's going on, and the storytelling is fucking amazing, honestly, when you get to the other parts. So, it's gonna be one of those two, but it has to get to the end, and I gotta see the whole thing first.
Okay. But right now, just as of right now, whatever you have.
I'm not gonna include them then. It has to be something I finished. Fuck.
Code Geass, Steins Gate.
Can we include we should do 3 real anime and then you get like a shonen kind of.
Yeah, because shonen's not.
Yeah. Different.
I mean, I
Think of your shows.
I guess Naruto.
Damn it.
Naruto. All right. Kurt.
Or you can't say One Piece because it's not done.
Yeah. I what if One Piece is garbage? Like if you
Yeah. What if it Game of Thrones at the end?
Yeah. Like then it's like.
Can you imagine people just start dying?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they throw Luffy in a cell.
You already know what the first one is.
Luffy, you go.
What do you guys think the first one is?
Evangelion.
Yeah. Evangelion, Code Geass. I don't know. That one's fall. I don't know why it's fall. I feel like I haven't watched it recently, so I don't even know if I want to put that on.
It's on Netflix. Like it just came
Yeah,
out.
I know. But it would have. My natural instinct is Code Geass, but I haven't watched it again.
Would you put a Gundam series?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I wanted to put, like Gundam Wing or something.
Wing was pretty good.
Because I could go.
Because nostalgia plays a big part of it too. Like when you watched it, who you were.
Code Geass, and
Come on.
Could just say Wing for now. I guess.
Gundam Wing. All right.
Okay.
Zach.
Gurren Lagann.
Yes.
Cowboy Bebop.
Ooh.
That's a good pick. That's a great pick.
Evangelion.
Bang.
The show.
Alright.
Not the reboot.
Well, I was gonna ask, do you have Trigun? I
Oh,
find
Trigun is
anywhere.
really great.
I'll send
It's
you
on
a site.
Netflix,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It's
No.
not. I love
It was
It's
on-
not on Netflix.
It was, yeah.
But I missed it, I guess. And then it's not on Crunchyroll either.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to do Funimation. So
Yeah. Those are my 3.
You should be watching.
Two
Brad, go.
90s animes.
Let's go, Brad.
Oh, me?
Lion King,
Okay.
Avatar, Full
Yeah.
Metal
Full Metal Alchemist, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
That one music
and
video for his fucking face.
What?
Remember that music video where there are people like, is this anime or is it not anime?
Is it when it turned into aliens and stuff?
What?
No, I don't know what you're
You know
talking
what
about.
I'm talking about? It was like
No.
Porter Robinson or something. He had
Shelter?
yeah.
Yeah.
Music video. People were like, this is an anime because it's not made in Japan, or it looks like an anime.
It was made in Japan, wasn't it?
I don't.
I think, Japanese artists worked on it. Also, it is anime.
Pretty sure it's PA.
There was a huge debate on Reddit whether it was anime or not. So. Anyways.
Fullmetal Alchemist, Avatar. We just for the record, we don't agree. That
And this is a big discussion. We'll actually talk about this after.
Because then if we're doing that, my top three are the X-Men cartoon, the
hold on.
old Spider-Man cartoon.
Time. It's not like it's made by an American company. It's Korean. I'm just saying.
It's the art style.
The art. What's art?
No.
And like.
Okay, hold on. Let him finish the three.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
What's the last
Yeah,
one?
I love how even Kurt's like, no, it's not the art style that makes it anime and anime. It's not. It's not. Because that's not even American. That's not American art style. It's a freaking Korean art style. Alright, so don't.
So what's the Korean?
So by that logic, Simpsons is a Korean one. I think that was done in Korea.
What's your third one?
What's your third one?
I know you guys are gonna like rag on me for this.
There we go.
And
Lion King 1.5.
Digimon season 3, the one that gets really
lava
fucking
one?
dark. The lava one. No, the one where
Is it like the
Leomon gets his heart ripped out in front of the girl, and then she goes psycho, and then she loses her shit, and then she becomes like the little child. Becomes
I think I would agree with that too, because I didn't watch that much of it, but it's heralded as, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Heralded as like one of the deepest kind of most complex kind of psychological.
It actually got
Is
a
that
lot
the
of
cards?
cards. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The what?
Yeah, the lava one, where they fight lava at the end.
What?
I swear that's what happens.
I didn't
There's
watch-
lava taking over Earth, and then
No, that's not lava. That's darkness.
it looks like lava.
What's
They're
the one
fucking
where
their
it's
volcanoes.
like, is there like 666, the hour of the devil, and they're in like the city, and
That's the number.
that's it. Okay, that was good.
Yeah, it's darkness, and they actually caught a lot of flack for that because it's a children's show,
Yeah.
right? But I remember
I'm pretty sure
watching.
they changed it to lava in the American version.
Maybe they did.
That's why I'm like, oh, it's lava.
Okay,
like,
no,
and
but-
it's gonna
but-
burn the Earth or something.
But yeah, like no, it's till this day. It's one of those shows that like I watched when I was like 10, and then I re-watched it again as a 22-year-old,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, this still stacks up. Like it's still fucking sick.
No one said Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
No, but that's the thing is, I like Dragon Ball Z is sick,
Yeah.
but I'm like, is it really as sick as we think it is, or do we just enjoy it because we grew up with it, and then it's like, because I watch Super now, and I'm like, the only reason I'm watching this is because I love Goku. Like, I don't fucking this.
And the fight scenes are awesome.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's
The
it.
fight scenes are awesome.
But I'm like, the story, there's no development, nothing.
There
It's
really is very little.
I think once you accept the fact that it's just like, well, he's just gonna keep getting stronger.
yeah, it's just
He's gonna
Goku
get
is gonna
stronger
win.
to
Yeah.
fight, and then he's gonna get stronger.
Like me,
Stronger to
like,
fight,
like
then you-
and just to let you guys know,
Double
me,
twice.
Kurt, and Sim did go and pay money to go
Fuck yeah, because
watch this movie.
One of the sickest anime.
It was worth.
Yeah.
But that's the thing is like we have grown up with these characters. All we wanted to see is some fucking kick-ass fights, and we got that, so it was worth
I
it.
mean, yeah, they like I said, the shows that like know what they are and like kind of turn into it. I have much more like that movie knew that we wanted to go there and just see a fucking fight.
Yeah.
And Akira Toriyama was like, give them like half an hour of setting it up, and then give them like 45 minutes of them just fucking beating the shit out of each other, and getting stronger and whatever. Like that's what you want.
And then
like,
the whole planet's exploding by the end, and you're like,
and they're like a different reality, and you're like, yo, man.
Yeah, he
this
actually
is
punched
dope.
him into the fourth dimension.
Yeah.
I was like, that's how strong they are now.
They're like, they become 3D animated and stuff.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit.
What?
Yeah, because they're all stronger than gods now, right? So like they're just as
so
strong
they
as-
break the universe.
They
when they're
literally,
fighting each other.
it's so far gone. So that's the thing is like I watch it, I love it, and I'll always love it, but it doesn't go down as like one of those favorite.
It's like an established like
Yeah.
perspective,
But yeah.
but it's not anything profound at this.
But honestly, if I had to choose top 3, it would be Full Metal Alchemist, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like that's how good those shows are.
Did you finish Madoka?
Oh,
I did.
fuck, I forgot about that.
Madoka was good.
God damn.
I didn't like it as much as you guys.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
All 3 movies?
Yeah.
Like what's the last thing like?
Like the fucking thing is like destroying the town in like whatever city they're in.
Because that's the last episode of this, like maybe the second movie, so which is the end of the series, but the third movie.
Yeah.
The third movie.
What happened? Spoilers for you guys. Spoilers. Like, can you refresh my memory? Because I wasn't super.
Third movie.
It's based. The main character is the girl with long black hair in that movie. It had, like you and Madoka's not even there.
Okay, yeah, I think I've watched it. Continue. Just
really kind of like she is, but she's
the girl with the. Was this in the show where she's trying to save Madoka?
Yeah, the whole time she was saving Madoka.
What was the end of?
Is she there in the third?
I think the end of the third movie.
Basically, the third movie, she's like Homura's in like she's in the dream state. She became a witch.
Yeah, and then isn't she like? Doesn't she keep dying and she's trying to figure out a way?
That's Madoka. Madoka keeps dying, and then
Madoka. Okay.
And Homura's trying to help like save her.
And you know how at the end Madoka becomes a crazy angel.
Yeah.
Her whole fate is like. She actually goes to the moment before all of them become witches and then stops them from becoming witches, but then she gives up like her whole life to do that kind of thing. The third movie is
what
spoilers.
happens? Spoilers.
She like Homura stops her from doing that.
Okay, then
because she saves her instead. Like she becomes the devil to her or whatever, right? So
it sounds so familiar. Because I know I've definitely watched number 1 and 2. I know.
And like Madoka's about to essentially do the same thing. Like she's about to sacrifice herself and to save all of them. Yeah. And then Homura she's like selfish. She's like, no, like you're mine, and like stops her from doing that. I think.
And then what happens at the very end?
I can't remember. I think that's the ending. Like that's
the end is bad.
It's like it's like
the world ends. There's no fucking world like.
I don't think the world ends.
No, it's like it's kind of, I feel like it was almost like an infinite Tsukiyomi. Like everybody's in this dream world state. And she kind of runs the world.
Yeah, isn't there just like airplanes and shit just blowing up each other?
No. It's like everything. It seems like it's okay, but like Homer is actually like evil.
Yeah, Homer's evil.
It's her world.
It's her world. She's just trying to keep Madoka from doing what she did, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then Madoka's still she's still like angelic, trying to save all the things before they become witches.
Okay, then I probably watched 1 and 2 and probably started watching 3.
It's a very dark ending.
Yeah.
You're just like fuck.
But that show is a sick show.
Are there any anime or I guess cartoon? No, let's keep it anime. That you remember being good, but going back you're like, oh, this is pretty bad. Because Yu-Gi-Oh, when I was younger, like I thought. Sick. Going back to watch it, I'm like, I can't watch this.
Trash.
Trash.
Okay, I gotta go.
All right. Wait, just hold on. Like, can you hold on 30 seconds?
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, I was just saying this has actually been Kurt, Brad, Sim, and Zach, and we're gonna catch you soon in a few more weeks with
Season 3
with another podcast. So
of the podcast.
Take it easy, guys.
Okay, bye.